Hi everyone, and welcome back to Dinkum for Dummies. Today we're going to be going through some commonly asked questions, tips, and random facts about Dinkum. Getting right into it, what are the build limits? Starting from sea level, you can dig down 6 blocks before the game won't let you go any farther. Likewise, you can build a tower that is 11 blocks tall before the game will not add any more height. And if you jump from the build height, you will find that you cannot take fall damage in this game. You may have noticed from watching those clips, but if you keep digging downward, you can fill up your shovel even though the hole doesn't get any deeper. This essentially gives you an unlimited amount of dirt to work with. And if you try to empty a shovel of dirt on a tower that's already at build height, you can empty the shovel, but no additional blocks will be added. These two mechanics combined effectively give you complete control over the amount of landmass you have on your island, allowing you to build up or tear down as much as you want. Grass seeds can just be planted on the ground, but how do you bury fruit? First, you have to take a shovel full of dirt and then place the fruit, such as a banana, in the hole. You can place it in the hole by either removing it from your inventory, or if you're playing on a computer, by clicking Q to drop your item, and then returning the dirt on top of it. You may know that John's Goods is open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday and is closed on Sunday. But did you notice that John is not always punctual? I have seen him walk into a shop anywhere from 8 to 8:30 on any given day, which makes him an incredibly relatable character. If you're lucky enough to come across a fossil like this while mining, you may be wondering, how do I sell it? Well, certainly not like this. What you have to do is place it at the scale on the right hand side of the shop, then John will weigh it and give you a price for it. Be careful where you place your campfires. It's very easy to catch yourself on fire if you're not paying attention. But if you do, just run into the water to put yourself out. You may not have realized this, but every time you swing your net or cast your fishing rod, it uses durability even if you do not catch anything with it. This is only true for the net and fishing rod and doesn't apply to pickaxes, axes, and weapons. Now you might be curious what happens if you run out of stamina, but don't actually want to try it to find out. Well, if you guessed that you would pass out, you're correct. But what happens if you just stay up late? Well, you don't pass out, you just get this sleepy icon and your stamina gets limited to a very tiny amount. You will just stay in this sleepy state until you go to bed and wake up the next morning. You will always be able to move your house down the road once you get enough money, but a lot of people wonder where they should place their first tent. Some people go for resources, others scenery, but my advice is to find a safe location, meaning no aggressive animal spawns nearby, and somewhere in the middle of the map. This puts you as close as possible to all areas of the map and various resources. But it doesn't truly matter even if you can't afford to move your house. This is because you can get free sleeping bags from fetches. With these, even if you find yourself far away from your tent, you can set up a mini camp wherever you want. Just know that if you sleep, this is where you will wake up. Also, remember that you can place markers on your map wherever you set up a camp, and if you want to remove the marker, simply right-click on it. Now, some of you might be sneaky thinking this is a way to make easy money if you can get sleeping bags for free and then sell them, but it turns out sleeping bags have zero value, so you can't make any money from them. Next up is another seemingly obvious question: can you drown? Yes. How do you move a bridge? They can't be picked up like regular items. Instead, you have to break the bridge using an axe, but it will drop and then you can place it again elsewhere. Can you hurt your own animals? The answer is no. I have tried and you cannot hurt your own animals. But you can rename them. If the pressure gets to you of coming up with a name on the spot, you can always go to the Animals tab in the menu and rename them later. However, if you let your animals free, they will go wherever they want on the island and eventually end up being killed by wild animals. So make sure that you keep them fenced in and safe. But don't worry, if one of your animals escapes, you can always lure them back using a whistle, though this is a very long and painstaking process. To use the whistle, open the chat menu by pressing enter and click on the whistle. You'll need to be very close to them and do this multiple times in order for them to follow you. How long are the seasons in Dinkum? 28 days. And lastly, when crafting better equipment from basic tools, use as much of that tool's durability as you can first. When crafting better tools, it will replace a lower ability basic tool, in this example an axe, with a full durability copper axe, letting you get nearly double the use out of one tool rather than using a full basic tool for crafting. And that's all for this episode. Once again, thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments if you have any more questions that can be answered on Dinkum for Dummies, and I will see you again next time.